Welcome back, design enthusiasts. In this lesson, we are going to talk about how we can make accessing the data faster by using something called as the cache. Accessing the data directly from the database can take some time. But if we want to speed things up, we use a cache. Think of the cache as a special kind of super fast memory where we store the frequently accessed data. In fact, accessing the data from a cache is around 50 to 100 times faster than accessing it from the database. It's like keeping snacks close to you at your desk while you study. So instead of walking to the kitchen every time you're hungry, which is like going to the database, you simply grab a snack from your desk. Again, similar to using a cache. But just like how you cannot store everything on your desk, a cache has a limited capacity compared to a database. That is why we store only the most frequently used data in the cache. Now let's look at what happens when you try to get the data from a cache. Let's look at the first diagram. Here, user 1 is requesting some data. The system first checks the cache. Since user 1's data is already in the cache, it is quickly fetched from there. This is called a cache hit because the data was found in the cache, so we have hit the cache. But what happens if the data is not in the cache? Let's look at the next diagram. In this case, user 4 is requesting for the data. User 4's data is not in the cache this time. So the system has to go all the way to the database to fetch it, which takes longer. This is called a cache miss. It's a miss because we cannot find the data in the cache and we had to go to the database to retrieve it. And by the way, after the data is retrieved, it is added to the cache so that the next time user 4 needs it, it can be quickly fetched from there. Now in the final diagram, user 4 requests the data again. Now this time, since we have already saved user 4's data in the cache, we just grab the data from the cache quicker and much faster. Just like grabbing the snacks from your desk. Using a cache is a great way to make your system faster by reducing the number of times you have to go to the database for the same data. You can use the cache at multiple layers. You can use it at the database layer, perhaps at the server layer, perhaps even at the client layer. Stay tuned for the next one.